what time it is. It's prime time. Tonight's featured matchup in prime time. The number 6 Rutgers Scarlet Knights taking on the number 2 seeded Ohio State Buckeyes. Joining me in the booth again, my main man Aaron. What's up, buddy? Welcome back to Chicago.
We're back in Chicago, and this time it's the Red Sea. It is red.
A lot of red up
around.
In this place. They let in all of the red here for the second game. It's all the black and yellow left.
The black and the yellow and the orange are all gone. It's just red on red on red on gray.
Yeah, there's a lot of red up in the hizzy. This Prophet puts that one in.
Strong start there by Kendrick Prophet over Krista Matz.
Salmon's little mid-range jumper there. Matz with the putback.
That's probably going to be the most interesting matchup here with Prophet and Matz.
McFadden now. Downloaded Da Vinci. Mouse in the house there. Da Vinci easy pickings.
Not a lot Jordan Tribble could do about that one there.
You take your licks when you have to take them. What's the saying Rocky has? It's not how many hits you can take. It's what does he say? I forget the saying now.
It's not about how you hit. It's about how you get hit and can keep going or something.
Exactly like that, yeah. That's how winning is done.
By the way, Mario Da Vinci and Braxton McFadden, huge freshman pickups here for Ohio State, are actually the leading scorers for this Ohio State squad. Da Vinci actually leading in blocks and steals per game for Ohio State as well.
Oh,
Matt's second chance effort, no good.
Yeah, it ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That's how winning is done.
Got there eventually.
Forward, that's how it's done.
Chris Cross making you jump on the other side with that layup in transition.
That's a life quote anyway. You didn't know I was a motivational speaker.
Hey, listen.
McFadden for 3, bang. You didn't know I'm like the next Tony Robbins.
I will take your word for that as Harlem goes up and through.
(11-4), good start here from the Buckeyes. Scarlet Knights not really yet find their rhythm. Chris Cross going to make you want to pull your hair out off of that miss.
Cross make you want to dip your head in shame.
Yeah, I wanted to jump for him, but not with that miss. McFadden not able to get to go. McMatt's quick rebound gets it out to Cross. Cross to Salmons. Rutgers trying to run in transition here, but Ohio State doing a nice job getting back.
Yeah, that transition game, I believe, was what allowed Rutgers the advantage last time, as Krista Matt's going to bully the smaller Da Vinci. Gets blocked, but able to come up with it. Going to post up again. Fade away hook shot. Gets that to fall.
Yeah, that's a big bucket and a much-needed bucket and after going on a little bit of a drought. (11-6) now. Spin move by Da Vinci, no good. Salmon's going to step back from 2. That's good as he rattles it home.
Step back there by Dwayne Salmons.
So 11-8.
He's not shooting great at the moment, only 32%, by the way.
you know what? It's only a 3-point ball game.
Indeed. Rutgers been doing a great job keeping it close.
You know, when you're not shooting well, it's important if you can still play defense, keep yourself in the ball game, because at some point you're going to find your rhythm. Is Casco Banner with the fadeaway baseline J is good.
Lumpkin up over 2, no good. Shotsky down with it.
Yeah, by the way, that was a double team in the low post. Oh, like a little bit of a forced kick out to Buckeye now in the corner. Lumpkin going to get that out. Zay Elliott for 3, no good. Lockdown Boogie up at the board, and here comes, Rutgers the other way. Ooh, almost a backcourt.
Ooh. Yeah, a bit too deep there, I think, for Zay Elliott to try and shoot that one.
Tyrell Hero now. Gonna get that over to Aldo. 3-ball up, no good.
Lucky there by Joseph Aldo.
Marcus Elliott. 2:22 to go here. Elliott spin move. Gonna kick that out to Buckeye. Buckeye over to Banner. Now back to Marcus Elliott. Shot clock winding down. He goes in amongst the trees. Good defense there by Lumpkin. Here comes Sanchez, and Rutgers the other way. Kicks it to the corner. Aldo, I thought he was going to jack up the 3. Opts not. He tries to drive. Base not able to go anywhere as Elliott D'ing him up.
That Marcus Elliott, both Elliott brothers out there right now.
13-8. Buckeyes on top by 5. Lumpkin. Shot clock winding down here. Sanchez going to have to force it up. Gets it off in time. No, he does not. Shot clock violation. That was close.
Yeah, great defense by the Buckeyes there. Elliott for 3.
Nice. So 16-8. Buckeyes by 8. Rutgers still hanging around though.
Yeah, the efficiency just hasn't been there, though.
I
The
don't think the
defense
efficiency's
from Ohio
been
State's
there.
been 2 up.
Yeah, I don't think efficiency's been there for either team. We're being completely honest. We're talking about 24 points to be scored total, which is very low.
I mean, Ohio State's over 50%, though.
Tyrell Hero. So only 8 points here for the Scarlet Knights. It's been an interesting first quarter here. Both teams scrapping. Pass inside to Shotsky. He gets blocked from behind. Good job by Boogie there. Shot clock wanted down. Marcus Elliott going to have to fire up a deep 3. No good.
Props to lockdown Boogie there. Going to go end to end.
Nice job by Boogie.
Coast to coast with the butter and toast, as some would say.
Stealing my lines now. Little Boogie. Zay Elliott for 3 is good.
Nope, that one only a 2-ball.
Yep, step on the foot on the line, so. Aldo floater up is good. (18-12). Here comes the yawns. Sorry.
I get it. I feel it.
Lack of oxygen.
It's definitely not that, but
No, a little too much oxygen. 18-12, end of 1. You're watching CSBA Big Ten Conference semifinal. Ohio State up by 6. We're back. All right, we're back here in Chicago, 18-12. Coming up next, TCU Texas Tech at 11. A little late night with C-Web.
CSBA After Dark action.
Yes, sir. Apparently, there's going to be some drinks in the booth. I heard. Although I don't know if Alex can drink, but C-Web might be drinking.
C-Web, depending on the results of this game, C-Web definitely going to be drinking.
He might be drinking.
Let's be real.
I have somehow weird feeling thinking you're gonna end up in the booth. They're gonna be doing shots. And they're both gonna be trash and like pass, shot, score. Elliott off the glass. Tough bucket there. Ohio State playing well right now. Sanchez. Cross-court pass over to Hero. Hero. Low post. Looks like Boogie trying to step in the low post. They're going to go to the other side. Sanchez for a wide open three. Rims in and out. Tough miss.
Ooh, very, very tough miss there.
Zay Elliott
going to respond on the other end.
Elliott from
Emphatic response.
Downtown. 25-12. Rutgers struggling right now. Sees part though for Aldo. The sophomore able to put that one in.
Yeah, a lot of returning players for Ohio State this season. And this roster only has one senior in Kendrick Profit. So if Coach Glass is able to keep his personnel here, is Lockdown Boogie going to get called for his first? It's going to be interesting to see who Coach Glass can bring in to replace an absolute unit like Kendrick Profit.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a interesting question there of who that could potentially be.
I mean, there's if he has the space, there are some high quality centers out there that would fit well within this Ohio State system, I think.
It'd be interesting for sure. I'm looking forward to the offseason and see who's going to do what.
The transfers are going to be wired. I'm calling it now.
Going out on a limb on that one, huh?
So technically speaking, and purely by technicality, everyone is a transfer going into next season.
I mean, that would be great. Be interesting. You know what? That would actually be the Wild Wild West.
Yeah, and I say this by technicality because obviously people are going to stay where they're comfortable or, with the team they already enjoy being on, right? Regardless of what their brand is.
Yeah.
But because the branding is changing, every player currently in the CSBA is transferring to a new school next season, as that is a big three from Dwayne Salmons to cut the lead back to single digits.
Yeah, Rutgers starting to slowly chip away. Not in a quick way, but still.
It is a marathon, not a sprint here in Chicago.
Chicago. At least the Bears aren't on. Three ball up, no good. The Buckeye, though. Joey Buckeye doing the pull-up on the rim.
I'm not a Bears fan, so...
Neither am I. I'm a Broncos fan.
I have lost a small amount of respect for you, my friend.
Yeah, well, sorry. I've been a Bronco fan since when Elway was there. Nothing I can do. Snatch block by Joey Buckeye on the mats. And then get it to Teddy Glass. Count it and one.
Yeah, foul there on Sebastian Grosjean. I get it, Wired. I'm a Charger fan, so.
The Chargers are gonna be good this year. I'm excited for that.
That's what they said about us last season.
But
we shit the bed.
The herd talk? I was watching one of the broadcasts. They talked about the Chargers being good this year, so we'll see. I mean, listen, they've got a good QB. They'll be good.
That's true.
Yeah, they'll be good. The Super Bowl still goes through Kansas City, which I hate to even say, but
to answer the question in chat, I think there may be some players in the CSBA that are going to look to refresh themselves, maybe find a new coach and give them a chance, or their friends already play on one of these rosters that a new team is or a new coach is taking over, and opt to go there. So there's definitely opportunities. Of course, there are going to be some players that will stick to what they know or to what they've experienced in the past.
And there's also going to be guys that are probably going to want to play with other people that they've never had the opportunity to play with. So there's a little bit of everything,
Or an opportunity, or an opportunity to play under somebody that they haven't got an opportunity to play under before. Yeah. Ooh, that's a disrespectful three there from Chris Cross, but boy, howdy, does that go insane.
It's pretty nutty. 11-point lead now. 3 minutes to go. Profit, not the guy you want with the ball that far out away from the basket. He's going to get stopped. Good job by Grosjean there. Sebastian Grosjean D'ing up Profit. I think Profit was ready to go to the rim and realized he had the defender in his face. And
athletic shot there from Chris Cross doesn't fall.
I'm not sure I like that take from that last possession with McFadden on the other side, though.
It was certainly acrobatic.
Yes, sir. There comes Glass the other way, 13-point lead. Sees Park, goes in for a slam dunk and a pull-up on the rim.
Ohio State shooting 55% tonight.
Nothing doing there is Da Vinci with the rebound. McFadden for three, no good. This is when Rutgers needs to kind of settle down and get back to playing their way they were.
Yeah, definitely agree with you there. They're down 15, and Ohio State just continuing to punish in transition.
Timeout on the court, 41-24, 17-point lead for the Buckeyes, who I honestly feel like the entire season were disrespected in a lot of ways. They did go 6-2 on the season, but I do feel like they were disrespected in the rankings for a good vast majority of it.
Yeah. To answer your question, Nor, I admittedly didn't really watch a lot of high school basketball because I was working during the time the games came on. But if I recall, I believe some of them have had some assistant coaching experience in CSBA. So I definitely think they have the ability to take what they've learned from high school and bring it to the next level. We've already seen coaches that will go and coach a high school season or two and be super successful in the CSBA proper.
Hey, listen, the high school's a learning experience, and I know some people, who go in who, don't know a lot about the game or the settings to run or whatever. It's a good learning experience, and a lot of times the reason why we try not to take like coaches or people that have done it before is because we want to give the opportunity to new people, to give them the opportunity to learn the game, learn what it's about, without having to go through, learn it, and keep a locker room active and worry about recruiting and all that. It's definitely, an opportunity to just come away with the experience before you get thrown into the wolves about the, in the other scenarios. Because it's a lot. It's a lot to recruit and keep the locker room active and whatever. Just add recruiting onto it. It's a whole other ballgame.
Yeah, recruiting time is always super stressful for everyone involved, because in some aspects is like, you get talking to some of these coaches and you can really see the vision they're going for. And then as a player having to go and be like, hey man, I appreciate it, but it is one of the hardest, most difficult things I've ever had to do as a person in general, but as a player, definitely recruiting super difficult.
All right, well, the first half in the books. Ohio State rolling, and they need a much better second half from Rutgers, but we're going to head to halftime here. We're going to get a breakdown from Aaron. Talk to me a little bit about that first half, buddy. What does Rutgers need to do to get back in this ballgame?
They need to get back to what was working for them. Right now, Ohio State's absolutely murdering them in transition, and the defense for Rutgers just can't really keep up with them. If Rutgers is able to turn their defense back up, get back to what was working initially in that first quarter, I think they can definitely make their way back into this one.
Well, we'll see what happens. Shooting percentage definitely going to need to come up here for the Scarlet Knights, as they are struggling right now. See if they can figure something out here in the second half. You watch Csba on Twitch real break. Take a look at the leading scorer at the half.
We don't get one.
Oh, there it is.
No.
I clicked the button too quickly to advance it, but they always still show it.
Gotcha.
They'll show the graphic even if we don't see the player, by the way.
Yeah, Zay Elliott, 12 points off the bench. Pretty good night for him so far. I think the bench unit, realistically, for Rutgers has been kind of letting him down here. Salmons for 3. Ooh, just off.
Rutgers going to need to find something here. Da Vinci gets that one. Cross. 7-11 to go here in the third. Matt's now. Matt's a crisscross. Crisscross back to dribble. Dribble to Salmon. Salmon's going to fire up a 3. No good. Got a good look there.
Yeah, not a good look, but I really think that Rutgers needs to be looking for more high percentage opportunities. Is a drive there by McFadden.
Yeah, we saw what happened tonight when you relied too much on the 3 ball, and in this situation, not benefiting Rutgers, trying to keep up with Ohio State, just has not been able to do that. Mid-range jumper is up, no good. Shot's just not falling right now for Rutgers.
Yeah, and everything going Ohio State's way as they're up now by 29.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. I don't think Csba's going to need a miracle right now to somehow for this team to come back and get that upset win. He's usually good for one a season, so maybe last week was his one.
Yeah. Well, it's not madness yet. To be fair, it's not madness yet.
They got the 1 win. Does that get them into the tournament? Now they have the 2 wins on the season, so
I think it's going to depend on how close this game ends up, because there's going to be a lot of teams that are going to be sitting at that 2-7 mark.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Louisville. Well, Louisville actually had 1 win, but the 1 win that they had was against North Carolina. So a lot of question marks. The committee's going to have their hands full, especially with the bottom of this. I mean, the top should be somewhat easy to kind of figure out. I think it's the bottom half that's going to be difficult. I mean, then again, it is that way every season. So
yeah, that is true. Their win here in the Big Ten tournament was against Michigan. So
that's inside. The Salmon's off the glass and good.
I'm very glad I'm not on the selection committee. I would have a difficult time picking the 32, 36, 32 teams.
32.
Listen.
It's okay. 4 teams don't make it.
But 4 other teams do, because mid-majors.
Well, yeah. Well, they get to play in a game, but
they still technically make the dance. Wired.
True. Well,
those
you still have 4 teams that don't make it in, though.
Well, yeah.
get
four
into the playing
teams
game.
that don't.
They don't get into the playing game. So.
Vinci for 3, trying to stretch the floor a bit. Can't get that to fall.
Speaking of which, I need to make a first 4 courts. My guy says Hawaii is looking to.
Listen. I guarantee you we're going to see at least one mid-major team upset a major in those 8 versus mid-major matchups.
Going on a limb on that one, I kind of would say I think it's 2 and 2. I think 2 make it, 2 don't. That's my gut. That's what I'm saying. That's my prediction. I say at least 2.
Granted, I also think that whichever mid-major teams make it through immediately drop to the 1 seed. But it's madness. There's always going to be a Cinderella story in there somewhere.
I love it. I mean, imagine a mid-major wins and then wins that beats a 1. I mean, this place will go nuts.
For a number of different reasons, they would go nuts. Yes, but I will bite my tongue on that one.
There's going to be some lynching going on if that happens. Salmon's fadeaway J. Rough one here for Rutgers. Glass, gonna put that in. Timeout on the court. You're watching CSB on Twitch. Remember, TCU, Texas Tech next. Hope it's a little bit better than what we're seeing here in this 20-point game right now.
I'm sorry, did you say 20? I need you to do that math again, sir.
It's the new math, so it's 30-point lead. The kids today, man, they don't know how to add or subtract.
Goddamn new math.
Math is hard, okay? Aldo off the glass and good. You know, this is one of those games, and it sucks to lose, no matter what you're losing. But I don't know what's harder to lose. Is it harder to get just the doors blown off and you played terrible? Or is it harder to lose a game where you lose like by a close buzzer beater or whatever, when you feel like you should, absolutely advance and you don't? What's hard? I mean, in your opinion, what's harder to stomach?
From experience, it is a lot harder to take a loss in a game that you feel like you can win. Like a game that you feel like it's just at the tip of your fingertips, but it's just slightly out of reach. Whenever you get blown out like this, it's like, all right, clearly whatever we had set up didn't fucking work at all. And it's like, all right, cool. I could learn from this. Clearly this was not the right game plan. I can go back to the drawing board and find something else. But if you lose a close game like that, it's like, well, shit, what else could I have done?
C-Web said, thanks for making my night easier, Glass.
C-Web, how many drinks are you in right now?
He's in a good mood. I'm really excited about what I wanted to happen today that he was able to help me figure out. So good stuff coming once we actually release it. Hopefully for March Madness.
Glass, listen to me, my friend. You beat Iowa before with pretty much the same team. You can do it again. That is a strong jam there by Lumpkin, trying to light a fire under his team.
You are taking a shower.
Excuse me for 1 second.
Very good. Zay Elliott gonna launch one up from deep. That's a deep 2. Lockdown Boogie. Boogie, not quite. Boogie gets the second chance, though. I understand. I get it. Shot there. That one almost falls.
31-point lead. Ohio State cooking. Stick around. See what they can finish here. Get those fours up in stream chat. We're wrecked.
Fortunately, I think the upset magic, at least in this preseason tournament, or in this postseason tournament, rather, all kind of ended with Michigan here for Rutgers and C-Web.
Yeah, it's a tough way to go out, but it's going to happen. It is going to happen. 29-point lead. Time for a comeback. 20 nothing run. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen it.
Yes.
We have seen it. I don't know if we've seen a 29 comeback, but we've seen a 20-ish point comeback.
I was going to say 20, that's I'm pretty sure that's the nail.
When it's raining threes,
yeah.
Not a good outlook.
32-point gap.
It's like shaking the 8 ball and it comes up. Yeah, outlook does not look good.
Aldo gonna get called for illegal screen. This one very much a division hazy. Ask again later situation.
Yeah, I was just gonna say it feels like that. That's actually on point. That's good. I like it. We always have a fun way to make even a blowout fun. Zay from the elbow. Ohio State this is the best I've seen them play all season. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, 60% shooting from them. Really, really popping off here.
I mean, they're just knocking everything down.
Grumbles about wishing they did that when I was there. Smile.
Casco banner now. 6:17 to go. So this is. I feel like we need like a mercy rule. We don't obviously.
Yeah.
I watch enough of my kids' baseball games. I feel like sometimes you just need you need a mercy rule somewhere in there.
Can we? Fucking love C-Web. Can we swap a few players to even the teams
dude,
yet?
The conversations him and I have on the regular about some things are just very funny. I love his personality. He's got a sharp wit about him.
Yeah, C-Web is great. Unfortunately, this one a bit of a blow to team pride.
Yeah, I don't care what I don't care what they say about Canadians. Although he is technically originally from the United States first, I believe. So there is that. He's probably from my neck of the woods, actually. So.
See, I didn't even know that C-Web was Canadian.
Do you know that? Well, he lives in Canada. He's not Canadian.
Still, Wired, I don't talk to people.
Chris, you're originally from New Jersey, right? Is that correct? Do you know that he's related to Phil Rizzuto? Bet you didn't know that. He's a dual citizen. He's a dual citizen. Yes. I believe it was. He was originally from New Jersey, which is the reason why we get along so well. But Phil Rizzuto, if I'm not mistaken, was his cousin. He was a former Yankee. A Yankee legend, actually. Family related, right, C-Web? Counted in one. MacGyver's originally from Patterson. So I'm sure I'd state area guy checking in. I need to do something. Hold on. Hold on. Sorry, his aunt married his nephew. That's what it was. So they're related. They're not like directly related, but they're related. It's like my aunt's. It's like my aunt's sister's cousins, uncles.
Yeah. My origins can best be described as the song "I've Been Everywhere."
I mean, MacGyver's been hanging around all night. I gotta give him a sub.
Fair enough. You know, I've literally been to I've lived in 3 of the 4 major time zones in the U.S. Technically almost Canadian by birth, but
If only only been to
raised.
I've only been Canada a couple times. Not many though.
I actually have never been out of the country. The closest I have been, fittingly enough, is the place I was born in North Dakota.
Okay. You just get out every once in a while.
Yeah, I was raised in the South though for most of my life, so.
Well, we got TCU Texas Tech coming up next. Make sure you guys come back for that.
Speaking of the South, heyo.
Heyo.
Tejas on Tejas violence to end the night.
Cross. Gets it over to Tribble now to Mats. Mats in the high post, gonna find Salmon's back door. That's good.
Nice move there. Poor Rutgers. They're down by 45.
It's just been their season, man. It's just not been their season.
That is not that math. It's 35.
Sorry, it's the new math.
It's the new math, man. It keeps throwing me off.
Yeah. Listen, if I had to say anything about Rutgers, and granted the offense tonight is a struggle, but in full transparency, you look at their numbers. Points for 637, absolutely respectable. Right there, right on par. As a matter of fact, 30 points less than what Ohio State has scored on the season. I think where their biggest bugaboo is on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they don't really have a big defensive piece. They have a lot of great offensive weapons. They have some great rebounders. I just don't think they have anybody that's like that key defensive anchor. That's what I'm looking for.
Yeah, there's no big time defender. That might be something he might want to look at next year in recruiting.
I know who it's not going to be, despite claiming to be a defensive specialist.
Who is that?
Me.
Okay.
Of course, it's.
I didn't know you were a defensive specialist.
Technically, I'm a versatile paint beast, but my defense shouldn't be as bad as it has been this season.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, we haven't even seen much of profit. It has been the guards for the most part that have just been eating here tonight. But yeah, I mean, they definitely need some defenders. Not just in the post, but like
perimeter
defenders. Yeah, they need at least one or two.
Someone at like the 3 or 4 spot that can run chase downs in transition.
Yep.
Contest the fast break shots.
Because Rutgers has got some shooters. I mean, granted, they're going to lose Salmons after this season, but they're going to lose Salmons, Grosjean, and the walk-on Lumpkin.
Yeah.
So, opportunity to maybe grab one of those types of players.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to see where some of these players that are looking for new homes are going to end up.
You got Terrell Hero as a freshman. You got Chris Cross, a freshman, at the shooting guard position. Then you got Salmons. So if you lose Salmons, you bring in a versatile guard defender. Where
alternatively, they could try and develop Sanchez, maybe get his speed up a bit.
Yeah, that's fair too.
Because he's definitely on the smaller side for a power forward, so I definitely think we could see Milo Sanchez with the right adjustments in the offseason, the right workout package in the offseason, could easily see Sanchez kind of fill that role for Rutgers. Boogie gonna get called for a defensive 3-second violation.
Sorry, I'm just kind of clicking through it because I want to get.
Yeah, and C-Web actually just mentioned that they play Sanchez off the bench as the 3, so definitely something to maybe test out in the offseason. Is this one unfortunately going to go very heavy-handedly the way of Ohio State? Oh, Big Ten championship game next week going to be Buckeyes, Hawkeyes.
This has been a rough one. 44-point loss here for Rutgers. Ouch.
definitely not what you want to see in a semifinal game.
I just heard C-Web crumple up the paper and throw it across the room in the trash can, so not good.
Listen, I can't say I blame him. This is definitely a game plan that you look at. It's like, all right, crumple it up, never again.
Just over, if I'm not mistaken, 48 or 46 is the lowest ever. So lucky they didn't. Lucky they got to 50. Good job by the Buckeyes. Hey, this was an Ohio State game. They just played lights out. So congrats to them. Let's fast forward the team comparison. Keep this night going. We're actually 17 minutes ahead of schedule. So.
Yeah, C-Web actually mentions 44 as his lucky number. So losing by 44 to Ohio State, signs we see an upset in madness.
Maybe. I don't know.
Let the conspiracies commence.
Yeah, 17 points off of turnovers. Ouch. I mean, the numbers are going to severely tilt to Ohio State. Everything yellow on the right side except for time of possession, but did not shoot the ball well from 3-point range. 17 points off of turnovers. Ohio State just did a lot of things right. 56 points in the paint, 39 rebounds. I mean, granted, when the other team shoots 38%, you're going to get a lot of rebounds, so not surprising. Steals, blocks, everything. It's all Ohio State. So I don't even want to prolong the agony there. Let's flip over to Rutgers. 12 points for Chris Cross. Joseph Aldo, 10 points and assists. 3 turnovers for him on 5 of 13 shooting. Dwayne Salmon's 9 points, 2 rebounds, and an assist on 4 of 10. Then the inefficiency is going to be across the board here. 13 boards, though. That's a nice, decent night for Krista Matz. Did shoot rough, though, 3 of 10. 5 offensive boards out of those 13. So, despite not getting a lot of points, was able to contribute in other ways here. Lockdown Boogie, 6 and 5 on 2 of 3. Jordan Tribble, a very quiet night. 3 points, 5 dimes, and assists. 4 turnovers for him. Terrell Hero, 2 points. Marcus Lumpkin, 2 points, 2 rebounds, and assists. Sebastian Grosjean, 2 rebounds rather. Milo Sanchez, we're talking about him, 3 boards and a block. But look, if you look at these bottom 7 points between the bottom 5 is not a lot of points.
Yeah, that's not ideal at all.
Not good at all. Take us through Ohio State.
Zay Elliott, who are probably your player of the game, let's be honest. 22 points, 3 dimes on 9 of 15. Braxton McFadden, 14 points, 6 assists and a steal on 6 of 11. Teddy Glass, 14 points, 2 rebounds, 3 assists and a steal on 6 of 8. Mario Da Vinci, 12, 7, 2, 1, and 3. Kendrick Profit.
He stuffed a box score. Oh my God, Da Vinci.
Yeah, I mean that's Da Vinci for you. He's real good at that. Very competent two-way player here for Ohio State as a freshman. Kendrick Profit, 1 point shy of a double-double, 9 points, 14 rebounds, 3 steals, and a block. Kendrick Profit with 3 steals. I'll be damned.
3 offensive rebounds, too. Good game for him.
Blockshotsky.
But good.
Yeah, Blockshotsky, 7 points, 5 rebounds for him. Joey Buckeye, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 blocks. Marcus Elliott, 5 points, 2 rebounds, 11 dimes, and a steal for him tonight.
Talk about distributing the basketball, jeez.
And
by the way,
Harlan.
he only had 5 points. He was responsible for 32.
Yeah, those 11 assists, man. Craziness. Jalen Harlem, 2 points, 1 rebound, 3 assists. Costco Banner, 2 points, an assist, and a steal to round it out for Ohio State.
Congratulations to the Buckeyes. They're going to advance, take on Iowa in the Big Ten finale next week. That's a 1-2 matchup. That should be a lot of fun, especially if these two teams play the way they played tonight. Coming up next, TCU, Texas Tech. C-Web and Alex going to be in the booth for that one. Stick around. They're going to be live in about 10 minutes. You're watching CSB on Twitch. For Aaron, I'm Scott. We'll see you guys in a little bit. Peace.